welcome to the Non-Inkables. I'm Q. I thought I would make this video so we could take a look at how we store our collection before we get all our new cards from the Inklands. We've gone through several different iterations and this is just what's currently working for us. We have our master set, which is one of each card in these binders. They look like this. For the first chapter, we have the card that comes in the book because we weren't really sure what to do with all of those. And then each page stores 9 cards. And since it is 3 across, it actually matches up really well with the Lorcana app. So we go in order of number. So it starts out with amber, and then we have all those cards, and then goes to amethyst, etc. We're missing a card here because it's currently in one of our decks being played. For the master set, if we have a foil, we put the foil in the master set. Otherwise, it's a non-foil. And so this continues all the way until the last color, steel. And then for Rise of the Floodborn, we have the art for that. And then it starts that collection in the same kind of way. It goes in order of the number of the card. And if there's a foil then that we have, we put it in the binder. The Rise of the Floodborn actually does extend into our second binder. So there's the lone ruby card, and then it starts with sapphire until the end of steel, and then into the Inklands we'll start here. Our play set that we use to make our decks, we keep in this. And so this has 4 of every card if we have 4. And so some of the ones that are missing from the master set are actually in the play set so that we can play with them. So this one looks like this. We have it organized by color. It starts amber, amethyst, etc. And each color is split into first chapter and then Rise of the Floodborn, and it is also in numerical order. Originally, we had combined all of them by color and then just organized it by ink cost, with inkables first, then non-inkables, and then we did like items, actions, action songs, but then it was actually harder to find the card that you need. And then also in this box, we have our 2 deck boxes. So this one is mine. It's Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's rainbow, so I love it. And then this one is Brian's. And then we don't use the damage counters that came with the starter decks because they suck. Not a fan. And so we have these dice. And so the 20-sided die we use to count our lore, and then the rest of them we use as damage counters. And so that is also in here. And then usually, right now, since we're getting Inklands soon, we took all our cards out of these sleeves. So we have the regular cards just kind of like in a plastic sleeve. And then the ones that we're playing with in our decks, we have our own sleeve. So mine are purple, and then Brian has these that are Whistler's Mother. And so normally we keep it in that just because it's easier to shuffle and they feel less fragile. But since we're waiting to get new cards very, very soon, we took them out and kind of in prep for the new decks that we're going to make. Of our extra cards, we have 2 more of these, although these ones are black on the inside instead of that pretty blue color. And so we put all of our extras in here. So these are also sorted by color and by first chapter versus Rise of the Floodborn, and then we have all our extra, I guess, picture cards. I don't know what you call those, but those ones. I have a ton of those. Don't know what to do with them. And then we also have all of we have a bunch of the D100 cards and our enchanted cards. So we have our D100 cards like this. So they're in these, they're in like the little cheapy plastic sleeve, and then in these like more heavy duty sleeves. And then we also have our enchanted cards here. And so these are ones we got from booster packs. We've been pretty lucky about that. So that is how our collection is currently organized. So we have our master set in the card folios, and then we have our play set in a box, and then we have all our extras in another box. And then when we get into the Inklands, the plan is to just keep adding to the folios, and then to keep a play set with our play set box, and we should still have room for it. We can always move our deck boxes and the dice, and then the extras will go in the extras, which we will probably eventually trade and or sell and or keep. Hopefully, seeing our card collection was informative and helped you get some ideas on how to organize your card collection. And as always, keep shuffling, and hopefully you don't get a whole handful of non-inkables. Bye!